sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today in this video I will be doing an update action figure collection video because I haven't done one since January, and since it's slow with new figure releases, figured I'd make one. And if anybody's curious, my Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and Mezco Deadpool are down there because I constantly use them for height comparisons in my reviews. But starting with my one bookshelf in my review room slash office, starting on this shelf here, on the bottom is some of my NECA Predator stuff, and I randomly have the Scorpion Alien back there, but he keeps falling, so I just left him there. And then in front of him we do have a laser shot there. And then over here we have the arcade appearance Predators, which are pretty cool figures, man, not too bad. And then over here I have my AVP stuff, so we do have Youngblood there. And then in the back we do have the Serpent Hunter, I believe. And then we do have the Masked Scar Predator. So now moving on to the next shelf here, and this is my MCU collection. And this is always switching up because they're constantly releasing new versions of the characters, so I end up selling the current or last version of the character and then I replace it with the new one. So starting on the left here, we do have the Figure Arts Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon. Then we do have the Marvel Legends Evolution of Groot, the Figure Arts Infinity War Thanos, Bucky, Hulk, Black Widow, Ant-Man, and then we do have the Mafex Infinity War Iron Spider Spider-Man. That's still my favorite Spider-Man figure in my collection to date. And then we do have the Mafex Black Panther. And then we do have the Marvel Legends Winter Soldier head on the Civil War Bucky body there. And then we do have Killmonger, and I believe I made Killmonger one of the figures you could vote for to have me review. So that's my MCU shelf. Then the next shelf is another Star Wars shelf here. Alright, so starting over here we have Mace Windu, Master Yoda, Episode 3 Obi-Wan. And then we do have Chewbacca, Han Solo, and then we do have all the droids here. So we do have the Figure Arts R2, and then we do have the Mafex 2-pack of C-3PO and BB-8. How many B's was I saying? But I believe I made C-3PO and BB-8 one of the figures you could vote for and to have me review. And then over here we do have the Figure Arts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, the Black Series Bosk. Then we do have the Figure Arts Darth Maul, and then the Figure Arts Darth Vader. I believe that's the version 2 or whatever the latest Return of the Jedi version is. That's the Darth Vader, that one is there. And I did also make him one of the figures you could vote for to have me review. So that's one of my Star Wars shelves. And on the top here is a Marvel shelf that's mostly set up, but I randomly have Big Time Spider-Man just laying there. So over here we have the Mezco 112 Blade, still one of my favorite figures. Then we do have the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four-Wave Thing. Then we do have the Mezco 112 Doctor Strange, and I did put him as a choice in one of the figures you could vote for to have me review next. Then back here we have the Mezco 112 Old Man Logan and regular Logan. Then we do have the Marvel Legends Doctor Doom with our custom Doctor Doom cape on there, which we did have some recently available. It was only a small quantity and more are being worked on now, so they will be available for purchase very soon. You can pre-order one right now if you would like to. You just need to contact us on Instagram or email or Facebook. All that information is in the description below. And then over here we have the Mafex comic version Deadpool and the Marvel Legends Retro Series Deadpool. And then behind them we have the Mezco 112 Netflix Punisher, and then the Netflix Red Suit Daredevil and the Black Suit Vigilante Daredevil as well. So that is another one of my Marvel shelves. And on the very top here we have my MonsterVerse figures. So we do have the Mezco Toys Skull Island King Kong, which is a fantastic figure. And then behind him we have the SH Monster Arts Mothra and Rodan from Godzilla King of the Monsters. And then we do, of course, have Godzilla from Godzilla King of the Monsters as well from SH Monster Arts. Can't wait for the Burning Godzilla to release from Godzilla King of Monsters. Also, so that is my one bookshelf in my review room. Now let's move on to my two D-top shelves. Look at all these empty figure boxes of figures on display. Oh my god! So starting with the one D-top shelf, I did put what I have remaining of my Naruto figures. I did get rid of Naruto and Madara because Naruto is getting pretty much a reissue, so I'm just gonna buy that and replace it with the Naruto I did have. And hopefully they do continue with the line. Who knows what they're gonna do after they release that Naruto. So I did keep and still have in my collection Rock Lee, Gaara, Itachi, first release Sasuke, Jiraiya, and Kakashi. That Kakashi is still one of my favorite figures in my collection. So that's one shelf. The next shelf here is my DCEU shelf. Most of it is Mafex. The only figure arts I have on this shelf is the Justice League Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and Suicide Squad Deadshot. And then we do have the Mafex Aquaman movie Aquaman, which is probably my favorite figure on that shelf there. Then we do have the Mafex white suit version Joker from Suicide Squad. Then we do have the Mafex Flash from Justice League. Same with the Batman, and then same with the Superman there. And yes, my fiance made both those capes. We are out of Superman capes. Batman capes we are out of, but we'll have more in about a week, so you can pre-order one if you would like to. Then the next two shelves here are Dragon Ball figures. So this is my Dragon Ball Super Broly movie shelf. So we do have the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. We do have Golden Frieza in the back there. That's the event exclusive. Then we do have the Full Power Broly. And then we do have the 2.0 versions of the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta there. And all the D-top shelves that you see, not D-top shelves, the dioramas you see on my D-top shelves are made by my buddy Lawless Studios. If you're interested in getting one, you can hit him up. His contact information is in the description below. And then for the last D-top shelf, for this D-top is my Dragon Ball Super shelf here. So in the front we do have merged Zamasu. I think it's Zamasu. I hate your damn name, you bastard. And then we do have Goku Black there. And then we do have the Resurrection at Final Form Frieza. We do have Future Trunks, still one of my favorites in my Dragon Ball collection. And then we do have the classy Adventurer Android 17 from the 2-pack. That's the Super version, and I'll show you the Z version shortly. And they're going to be making an Android 18 figure. I don't know if it's going to be a set like Android 17 here. Not sure yet what they're doing. Then we do have another Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And then we do, of course, have Jiren. And this D-top is just beautifully made, or diorama. Damn it, I keep mixing up those damn words. And then on the very top here, I just have a mint in box Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and then I do have the Shoto Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Bardock and regular or powered down version Bardock. Now let's move on to the last D-top, then we can move on to my room where I have even more figures. Alright, so starting on the bottom shelf here, this is my Buu Saga shelf. So we do have Saiyaman, and yes, we do have those capes in stock in case anybody does want to purchase one. Then we do have my custom Majin Vegeta made by my buddy CGI Customs. If you would like to get some custom work done, you can hit him up. His information is in the description below. And then I have the custom Super Saiyan Goku hair here. Sorry, I'm in a really odd position trying to get you a better look at the face and the hair there. But I have him on the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku body, which looks pretty dope. And then behind him we have my least favorite figure and character in my Dragon Ball collection, that is Super Saiyan Gotenks. And then we do have Super Buu, which definitely one of the best figures they have made. Then we do have Mr. Satan, and that is a custom cape that my fiance did make that we do still have available for purchase. But I noticed on a few of my SH Figure Arts Naruto figures, and now Mr. Satan, the bottom part of his gi under his belt is getting that white dusting over it. I don't know why that keeps doing that. It's the plastic that they're using. You just gotta wipe it down with something or wet it and it goes away, but it'll come back again. I don't know why that does that, but kind of annoying actually. Then the next shelf here is my Dragon Ball shelf. So we do have Kid Goku up there, Shenron, Kid Krillin, Bulma, King Piccolo, and then we do have Master Roshi there. And I will have Mercenary Tao sometime this month, I believe. In April? Yeah, I'll have him this time. Sometime in April. I wasn't able to get the Japan release of it, so I have to wait for the US release of it. For those of you who are curious. Then the next shelf here is probably, I want to make it my Saiyan Saga shelf, but I randomly have Gohan in there from the Cell Saga, so I can't really, but we'll just pretend he's not there. So we do have the Gohan there, and then we do have, that's the manga version Gohan, of course, and we do have the Saiyan raised on Earth Son Goku. We have Krillin, the San Diego Comic-Con Piccolo, which desperately needs a frickin' 2.0 Tamashii Nations. And then we do have the 2.0 Scatter Vegeta, Nappa, and then we do have Tien up there. And then moving on to the last shelf here, this is my Cell Saga, or Android Saga slash Cell Saga shelf. So we do have the Premium Color Edition Perfect Cell there. Then we do have the manga version Super Saiyan Goku with the Battle Damage version Cell Saga Gohan. Then we do have two Vegetas, the 2.0 ones. We have one with the Power Down Head, one with the Super Saiyan. Then we do two Saiyan armor versions of Trunks. We have the regular one there, and then we have the Super Saiyan one, and that is the custom Demonical Fit headset right there that I have on that Trunks. Then we do have Android 16, and then we do have the Class E Adventurer Android 17, the Dragon Ball Z version, and his wrist pegs broke on me on his regular arms, so that's why I have him with the crossed arms there. And then on the very top here, I have a mint in box Saiyan Armor Broly. Then I have a couple figurize model kits there. Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Final Form Frieza, and then the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So that is all the figures in my review room. Now let's move on to my room where I have the rest of my figures. Alright, so moving on to my bedroom here, where most of my stuff pretty much is. This is like a little nightstand table I have, and I still don't know where to put my Hasbro, the Classified Series Snake Eyes yet. As you can see, I have two different timbers here, the black one and the grayish white one, but I love this Snake Eyes figure. Definitely making my top 10 favorite figures of 2020 list, and I am drinking a ginger ale right now. And then right here, I have my custom work in progress, as I mentioned in a few of my McFarlane Spawn reviews already. The McFarlane Toys MK11 Spawn, which I'm making into Commando Spawn, and I pretty much have all the accessories just about, so I can make my review of this figure soon. So that's over here. Alright, so now for one of my bookshelves, and I'm just using natural daylight as my lighting, so if my lighting isn't the best, I do apologize for that. But on the bottom shelf here, on one of my smaller bookshelves, I have some of my NECA Predator figures. We have Hornhead, Broken Tusk, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Predator from the Batman vs. Predator set. And then back there, I forgot that guy's name, Stalker Predator, the, I think it's an exclusive, the glow-in-the-dark version. And then over here we have the 2-pack of the Enforcer and Bad Blood. If you collect NECA Predator figures, I strongly recommend getting that set there. Those are two great Predator figures. Then the next shelf, almost said next, very weird. I have some of my older McFarlane Spawn stuff, so we have the Horrid right here. Then behind him we do have the Creech. And then up in the front we do have Curse of the Spawn. And then over here I have my Samurai Wars Spawn figures. So we have Samurai Spawn and Dojo there. And the detail on those figures are just out of this world freaking amazing. Man, especially for being like early 2000s. Figures, you know what I mean? And then the next shelf here is my Mortal Kombat stuff. And yes, I know I should have Spawn on here, but I don't. He deserves his own shelf. That's how cool a figure he is. So for my Mortal Kombat stuff, I'm going to start collecting not just Storm Collectibles, but I'm going to start getting some of the McFarlane Toys MK11 stuff, because the Baraka and Katana he recently showed at Toy Fair look fantastic, and that Raiden is dope. That's the only McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat figure I have besides Spawn. I have the Raiden. which is a pretty damn good figure. So over here we have the Cyborg Ninjas from Storm Collectibles, the MK3 Sub-Zero and Scorpion. We have Baraka, Goro, and then the MK1/2 Reptile. And I really love the way that shelf is turning out, man. Looks dope. And then on the very top is my favorite Predator figures in my collection. Let me get my old iPod out of the way there. And up here I have my Kenshin Hamura poster. Alright, so these are my favorite Predator figures in my collection here. So we have the AVP Ancient Warrior, which is my favorite out of all the AVP stuff. And then we have my favorite Yautja. Not my favorite, I mean, he is like in my top 2 favorite NECA Predator figures, but he's my favorite Predator of all time, which is Ahab Predator. If you haven't read the story, Predator Fire and Stone, definitely check that out. Whoops, my arm twitched and made the camera jerk a little bit. Back there we have the Ultimate Edition City Hunter Predator. And then we do have the Ultimate Edition Jungle Hunter. Then we do have my favorite Predator figure in my collection, and that is the Ultimate Edition Golden Angel. If you don't have this, pick it up. I mean, if you're a NECA Predator collector. Then behind him we have the Sinestro Corpse, or Yellow Lantern Predator from the New York Comic-Con 2-pack with the Predator versus Green Lantern. So those are my top favorite Predator figures as of now that NECA has made. Alright, so now moving on to a top shelf here. On the bottom we have more Predator stuff. So this is the Predator movie shelf here. So we have both Emissary Predators, and they do have different guns now because I stole their guns and gave them to Spawn. And then we have the regular version Fugitive Predator, which is also one of my favorite Predator figures. Then we have the Lab Escape version, and then we do have the Thermal version, which I decided to open because it looks awesome. And he is one of the figures you can vote for to have me review. I made 4 different polls of figures you would like to see me review that I never reviewed on my channel. That's one of the figures you can pick. And then finally up here we do have the Assassin Predator. So the next shelf is my Spider-Man shelf. So decided that I should make a Spider-Man shelf, and I got one going. So most of it is Marvel Legends, as you can see. We have Marvel Legends Shocker. Then we do have the Monster Venom. Now it's recently released. We have Tombstone, and then we do have Morbius. For a second there, I forgot his name. And then we do have Doc Ock. I need to find someone to make me some custom bendy wire tentacles, because those tentacles freaking suck, man. And then we do have the Marvel Legends Green Goblin, which is a really cool figure, man. I like how I have Green Goblin and Doc Ock attacking Spider-Man right there, and that is the Mafex comic version Spider-Man there. And then we do have the Mafex comic version Venom. So this shelf is definitely looking pretty darn cool, and I do want to build it up some more. I want to get Mysterio, I want to get Kraven the Hunter, and a couple more figures as well. I'm hoping Mafex starts making some villains, because that would be freaking dope. And I hope they make a black suit Spider-Man as well, which is something they can easily do. They just got to repaint the one they already have. So the next shelf here is my Mandalorian shelf, and I did get rid of the heavy infantry Mandalorian. I mean, it was a cool figure, but didn't really care for him too much as a character. But up here we have a couple custom Baby Yodas, even though we're getting a ton now from toy companies. This was from my buddy Kenny Boys Toys. He did a pretty good job with that Baby Yoda, and it's the Baby Yoda doing the force push there. And then we have another one up here from, I forgot the dude's name from Instagram. I think his green, he used too much of a darker green. It should have been more of a lighter green, like the one Kenny Boy used. But this is the one where he's holding the bowl of soup right there, which looks pretty cool. And then we have Cara Dune here, and she is one of the figures you can vote for me to review. Over here we have IG-11, which we will be getting an SH Figure Arts of. Same with Baby Yoda. And then we do, of course, have the Star Mando here, and this is all Black Series figures besides the child Baby Yoda figures there. And yes, we still have Mandalorian capes in stock, and I'm super hyped to get the SH Figure Arts Beskar Armor Mandalorian, and Black Series just revealed theirs as well. Can't wait for this version of SH Figure Arts also, which is supposed to release in May, but who knows if that's going to end up releasing because of this damn virus going on, man. Alright, so the next shelf here is another Spawn shelf, and this is definitely my favorite Spawn shelf out of the two so far. So in the center there, we do have the McFarlane Toys MK11 Spawn, of course, and I did do the custom wired chains again. This time I just wrapped them around his torso, and I added little skulls on the end. I feel like I should maybe get some skulls that are a little bit bigger, but I did also order these spikes that are about like an inch long, which will probably work better with the chains, and those will be available for order very soon, along with a Spawn cape, and then we're gonna have the Spawn Commando bandana as well, and they all will be wired. Can't wait for all that stuff. But I'm gonna give you an option, like if you want the chains, you could either get it in one piece or you can get it in two pieces, and then you could either have the skulls on the end or you could have the spikes on the end. It'll be your choice which you would rather have. Alright, so next here we have the Spawn movie Clown and Violator, then we have Violator 2, and then we do have Tiffany 2 there. So that's my Spawn shelf. Now the very top shelf here is some more Star Wars stuff, as you could see there. So on the right we do have some Rebels characters, and we do have Cherit from Rogue One, then we do have Rex in the back, then we do have the Sand Trooper with the dewback there, then we have Darth Revan, and of course Ahsoka. And I think I put Darth Revan as one of the figures you can vote for me to review. I think I might do another one and throw Ahsoka, Rex, and the Sand Trooper with dewback on there as well. So that is 2 shelves in my room. Now we have 2 more bookshelves to go over. Alright, so for one of the bookshelves here, right here, I moved my original movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. So we do have all the turtles with Splinter there, and then we do have the 2-foot soldiers with Shredder, and I can't wait to get that 2-pack of Raph in disguise and Casey Jones, and then the other 2-pack of Razar and Toka, and then of course the Super Shredder. So many awesome figures that are going to be coming out. So that's one shelf. The next shelf here is like some DC comic stuff, and I randomly have my SH Figure Arts White Ranger up there, but we do have the Mezco Green Lantern, and we do have the McFarlane Toys Unchained Armor Superman and Hellbat Suit Batman, the Storm Collectibles Bane, the Mezco Silver Knight Batman, the Mezco Clown Prince of Crime Joker, the Icons Harley Quinn, and then the Revoltech Harley Quinn. Then the next 2 shelves here are pretty much my X-Men shelves, as you can see there. So we do have Colossus, and they're all pretty much Marvel Legends, besides this Wolverine. That is a Mafex figure. And then we do have the Retro Series Storm, Beast, and I did put a lot of these figures up in the poll for you to vote for who you would like me to review next. I put Archangel up there, Beast, Storm, and Gambit. That Archangel's pretty dope though. Then we do have one of the older Iceman figures, and then we do have the newer Nightcrawler, and then we do have Bishop, which is a really cool figure actually. Sorry, the sun is kind of glaring off the lens. You could see it right here. And then the last shelf here is some more X-Men stuff with Winter Soldier randomly up there. So we do have Mr. Sinister, the new Winter Soldier, we have the 2-pack Juggernaut, we do have Blink, X-23, Jubilee, the Mezco Magneto, and then the Revoltech Gambit right there. So that's another bookshelf. Now let's move on to the last one. Alright, so for my last bookshelf in the room here, before we end everything and wrap this video up, we do have my Dark Knight Trilogy shelf. So starting on the left, we have the SH Figure Arts Joker there. And then we do have the Mafex 2.0 Joker, but then I bought the cop version Joker and made it the interrogation scene Joker, which is still one of my favorite figures in my collection. Then we do have the Mafex Harvey Dent Two-Face, the SH Figure Arts Batman with a custom Batman cape made by my lovely fiance. Then we do have the Mafex Raz and the Mafex Bane there. Really do dig that shelf. I need to get Scarecrow and Catwoman, just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. Then my next shelf here is kind of like an anime shelf of some of my favorite series of all time, Kenshin Himura, of course, and Berserk. So we do have both Dasen model Kenshin Himura figures. And if you're a fan of the character or the series, get these, man. These are fantastic figures. Get one or the other. They're both the same thing. They're just have different color upper robe pieces on. Personally, for me, I think I like this one a little bit better than the blue one, but like I said, it's just preference of color. They're both the same damn figures. Definitely worth the 50, 60 bucks. And over here we have my Figma Berserk stuff. So we do have Griffith here with a custom wired cloth cape made by my fiance, of course, and then she did add the gold wings on there, which look pretty cool. It's a pretty good figure, man. I wish they would just make updated versions and just continuing making Berserk characters. Then we do have the repaint Berserker Armor Guts with another custom cloth cape on there by my fiance again. And then we do have the Black Swordsman Guts with another custom wired cloth cape by my fiance. But I love Berserk, man. They deserve such better figures, though. You know, this is when they still had the hinge swivel wrist joints. They didn't start using the ball hinge wrist joints yet, so they really deserve some 2.0 figures. And surprise, Figma hasn't even announced anything new for Berserk too, so it's a damn shame, man, because it's such an amazing series. If you've never seen that or Kenshin, I highly recommend the hell out of them, especially Berserk. Then the next shelf here is just random stuff. More anime-ish, but just a bunch of random stuff together. This is where I should put my White Ranger figure. So on the top here on the right, we do have the Mafex Chapter 2 John Wick there, which, dope figure, man. And then over here we have some articulated icons figures. So we have, I forgot this guy's name, but he's a pretty cool figure. And then over here we have the Blue Shinobi, and I did put him in one of the polls. So if you would like to see me review him, you can vote for him. And down here we have some Dragon Ball stuff. So we have the Dragon Stars Cooler, which is an alright figure, not too bad. And then we do have the Bandai Figurize Model Kit Bardock, which is definitely a dope figure, man. They did a nice job with that model kit. And then we do have the SH Figuarts Saiyan Armor Broly from the Broly movie. Such a great figure. And then over here we have the McFarlane Toys My Hero stuff. So we have Shigaraki, and then we have Almighty. I always have to say his name like that. I love the way they say it in the anime in Japanese. And then over here we have the Figma Bakugo and Deku, or Midoriya, which are two pretty cool figures, man. I can't wait for Todoroki, Uraraka, and Kirishima. And I'm wondering who else they have lined up for future releases. Then on the very top here we have my Variable Action Heroes One Piece figures. And that Nami, the Punk Hazard version, I put her in the poll as well, so you could vote for her if you would like to see me review her. So starting on the left, we have one of my newly acquired figures, which is Shanks. Such a great figure, man. And then we do have Lucci there, and then Usopp, and of course Nami. Then we do have Zoro, Sabo, Luffy, and Portcullis D. Ace. And then on the very top, we have my Nami statue and the 1000 Sunny. But anyway, that is my latest action figure collection video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. And don't forget to vote for which figures you want me to review.